go. We could do this. Time to get up, time to get up, time to get up.
Hi, this may be the first time you're stumbling onto one of my videos. And let's be honest, it probably is because I'm just now coming back to creating content after having somewhat of a dead channel from lack of consistency. It's not going well.
This is frustrating.
My name's Mandy, and this is my little corner of the internet. It's quaint, it's cozy, and it's a bit chaotic, but we make it work. If you like general, very average life happenings of a millennial surviving in this day and age, and maybe some interesting things too, I invite you to stick around.
Get in, quick.
Why quick?
So it's faster.
Well, you may or may not have noticed that this video is different from all of the other videos that I've made over the years, and that's because I'm trying something new. We'll still do some cover songs here and there, but I need this cup filled up a bit more, you know? Honestly, I'm just tired. And it's more than being tired. I'm just in this massive mental burnout. I've been in a state of burnout for months now.
I just changed because I got way too hot. This is an absolute disaster area. I need to get rid of stuff that I don't want. So I gotta do all of that, but it starts with dusting up here. It's just a little gnarly. Let's do that.
The truth is, I've had to admit to myself that I have outgrown where I am, which is a big reason why things are so stagnant. I've been ready for a big change for years, and this version of life just hasn't produced a great version of myself.
Yoink! I have a wedgie. This light behind me sucks. It's just for good lighting, but it is the most intrusive. Woo! This is something that I've had since I was 18, and I've never put it up. Fun fact.
So I've decided I'm gonna push through and help pick myself up. And what am I gonna do in order to achieve that? The bare minimum.
God, gross.
I'm in a bare minimum kind of place. And I will be until I feel like a version of myself that is truly authentic and present. I mean, I'm talking eat, sleep, water, exercise, spend quality time with my husband and my loved ones, and stop all of this other noise that just doesn't make sense to me anymore.
Oh, I forgot that one broke.
Also, it may be obvious by now, for those who maybe have watched the last few videos, but no music was released this year.
You get to be my age, you could sneeze pee. That's a thing.
I hesitate to say went wrong, but I also want to be brutally honest. And yeah, things kind of went wrong. Or not the way that I envisioned or the way that I wanted. And it took the creative focus away. And I just got tired of being ambitious. And that doesn't mean that I don't have the drive to do any of this. Music and being the singer girl, while it is a pretty big part of my life, is not my entire identity, even though lots of people have sort of carelessly thrust that upon me and then walked away without ever thinking about the deepness of that very ancient and nuanced expectation. But I also know on a larger scale that life without creativity or music just doesn't feel right either. I won't share a ton of personal things, but I will share this. I've lived in what seems like a graveyard of grief. And that grief has legs, man, and layers. A few years ago, someone that I loved so much died. And that death forever changed me. I really struggled to find closure. And I've been able to live with this version of closure, but it still gets to me. And last year, in the middle of the year, someone else that I loved very much also died. But that death showed me that it is possible to grieve and have peace in the same moment. I've had a number of growing pain seasons the last few years, and this last one has been the biggest stretch of that since 2020, which, how the hell was that already several years ago? And I know I'm talking about grief as it relates to people passing away and death in the traditional sense, but we all know there is so much more to grief, and that grief has really, really deep roots. And so I've really been exploring that the last few years and learning how to swim out of that or live with it. Anyway, back to the music and creativity stuff.
I was thinking that up there, I am gonna put some greenery and some lights. And then I was thinking about doing bookends and either taking the books that are downstairs, because those need to go, or the music and put tapes up there. Ooh. I think that could work though. I do. I'm gonna put that up there because I think that's what I know I'm gonna do. So I'll do that. I know. You're thinking, Mandy, what the hell are you doing way up there on your ceiling? Well, I'll tell you. These babies right here, for you youngins, they're what you call cassette tapes.
What is that?
And I know, why the hell would they be on the top of my cove where my computer desk is? Well, I've been thinking a lot about authenticity and a lot about, is that a spider web? Whatever, stay focused. I think the reason why yesterday I couldn't get anything done is because I was fighting this thing about picking what I want and things that remind me of why I'm doing what I want to do. Remind me of myself, like really myself. So I decided I'm gonna partly use these as decor. Now, most, if not all of these have already been digitized, so I'm not gonna be worried about losing the songs or anything. These are demos from when I was a kid. When I had found this box, I got so excited because it made me feel really good. So I'm gonna put these together up here, and I'm gonna play some with bookends. I'm gonna get different bookends because these don't fit the vibe. And then I have my grandpa's old cameras that I keep up here too, because cameras and memories and filming and documenting things are very much a part of my family all around. So it's something that I hold really special. I digress, let's get this together. Can she do it? Is the question. Can she do it? Ooh, hello. Where do we even start from?
I've decided to take the promise, whether it be to myself or anyone else, the promise of a release of music off the table until I'm in a better place.
It says my dad and Mandy's song ideas. Do not erase. So cute.
Where I actually feel regulated and present, because I just haven't been for quite a while. And I don't care what anyone thinks of that. And I know, no one cares. I'm the one who cares more, but I'm just not gonna let it bother me anymore. I also have had to sit with lessons about my own firm boundaries and making my voice a sturdy one in order to make the right decisions for me. As uncomfortable as it's been to admit, I've let too many people prematurely influence those decisions. I've made strides, but I've also done some backsliding, which can be so painful.
Demos, so many demos. I remind myself of why I do this. We're really excited here. Back in the 90s, we used to put out movies and videos, and that was sort of part of the decor. And no wonder all of us want to be minimalists and don't want clutter. In one nostalgic move, I'm just putting this up for decoration so that when I look at it, I'm reminded of how I started. Back when I was young, doing demos in my studio basement with my dad. One of these tapes has the way that I got signed. I had to sing the national anthem, and my tape completely stopped right before I auditioned. So after that, I was pitched to a label with a development deal. Isn't that fun? All right, let's see. Look at it. It doesn't look like much, but like it really means something to me.
I'm in a place now where I need to say out loud over and over again as much as I need to. I am people pleased out. This phrase kept going over and over in my head all through the end of last year, and I just felt it really deeply in my soul. I am people pleased out.
If you'd excuse me, I have to go and screw my smile.
And healing those shadowy parts of myself like perfectionism and abandonment issues, it's not linear and certainly not a pristine process, let me tell you. My intention this past year was to be the year of yes. Just say yes. Be open to new opportunities. because you never know. What I neglected to protect for myself was my energy and my time and my interests. It all turned into a big people-pleasing shit show. Every project that was for myself was pushed back. I watched the tasks that directly had to do with my own work and building up of my own brand and my own business literally get pushed back on a calendar for months and months at a time. It became a weekly ritual of changing the date on my task tab and pushing back said task, which then became a daily ritual. And that came with so much overwhelm and anxiety that I ended up fighting the freeze response for at least 2 hours every single day. And I lived in this cycle of shutdown.
How fast?
This upcoming season of my life is going to be the season of no, not right now. And that doesn't work for me. If it really doesn't work for me. And I'm going to execute that with zero response and explanation behind it. I'm going to let it get real awkward if it has to. Because I just won't say yes to placate others' needs anymore. It's not healthy. And I'm the only one that can make it okay to live in balance. No one is in charge of me but me.
No more monster space light.
I've previously known no such thing, and I've carried that stress around me as if it was part of my own skin. Learning to apply those healthy changes at my age, shit, it's been challenging. But I keep going because what else am I gonna do? Actually give up? Never. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's a really great way to support this channel. It lets YouTube's algorithm know that you like me.
You like me!
And it sends this puppy out into the YouTube universe so that others like you can find it. Until next time, stop right now.
Thank you very much.
Slow down. Take a step back, you little perfectionist you. If you're people pleased out like me, come here. In real close. Say no, and then let it go. Okay, bye.